Good evening. Good evening. Give us just a second to get connected here. Come on in, guys. As you come in, say hello. You know, I love whenever you guys come into the room and speak. Don't come into the house and not speak. All right. So just waiting for Leslie to come in. Hey, Kelly. How's everybody doing? All of the two people who are watching. Hey, Leslie.
Hey.
We are working. All right, so we have Leslie on, so we are going to jump right on into our conversation tonight. As you guys know, or by the fair chance you guys at this video, if you don't know, I am Lanisha. I am author, writer, and founder of Pretty Kids Club, which is an education website. And every week I come on and talk to you guys about things that I am and experiencing as a parent and also as a mentor in the schools. And tonight I felt it's only right that I could ask my line sister, Dr. Leslie Samedy, to join me tonight and share with me some information about her journey. We want to talk tonight about acting fearlessly, which I think is a really important conversation for us to have, especially as Kelly says, hey, Leslie, especially as we are contact with children or even ourselves. We are still conquering goals and accomplishing goals ourselves. So we need a friendly reminder that we should act fearlessly. And anyway, I have Leslie here and we're going to jump right on in because I know Leslie is wrapping up. She's on the West Coast, guys, wrapping up and trying to work. So we don't want to leave her in the office for too long. So Leslie, I would love for you to jump right on in and let everybody know who you are. Tell them a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what it is that you do.
Awesome. So, hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Leslie Ann Samedy. Sounds so weird to say that, right? Doctor. But I'm originally from Long Island, New York. I'm pretty much a transplant now. Just a little bit about my background. I'm a recent graduate of Mercer University. I recently completed a dual PharmD PhD, and Mercer is located in Atlanta. Prior to that, I completed a master's in molecular genetics from Georgia State, and I received my bachelor's from Fayetteville State. Go Bronco Pride. You know it. I am the proud product of Haitian immigrants. I love to harp on that. My parents are born and raised from Haiti. And I get a lot of my inspiration, my determination, my passion from them. So I always include them in my kind of bio. So where I'm currently at, I actually live in the Bay Area now. I am a postdoctoral researcher at the University of California, San Francisco. My project here is pretty much centers on asthma disparities. So I focus on asthma in pediatric minorities. That's pretty much one of my passions, is studying minority populations because there's not a lot of research done on them. So that's what I'm currently doing right now. And I am also an adjunct professor at the University of San Francisco, where I teach bio to undergrads. So that's just a little bit about me.
It's nice. I love it. And I really want to, it's not as if you didn't say a mouthful as it is. You said a lot of things that should have some highlights and some underlines and some circles, but I really want to bring to the forefront that you are from Haiti, that your family is Haitian. And one of the why I want to bring that to the forefront is because we know some of the negative things that have been in the news and the media about, you know, people who are from these countries, right? So I think it's amazing for us to see you and see all the things that you are doing, right? Especially with your family being from there. Like, people need to know that there are positive things coming out of these countries and to not be influenced by the things that they're seeing in the media, right? So I think it's important that we highlight that and make sure that people caught that part, right? All those good things that she has going on for her, right? I need for you guys to pay attention to that part too. So Leslie, thank you so much for introducing yourself. I was going to give all of that because I knew it, and I was ready for tonight, and I was going to just run it off, but I said no. Let me give Leslie her chance to talk about herself. So, did you always know what you wanted to do?
I love telling this story because I think I'm a little bit different from a lot of professionals. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had no idea what I wanted to do coming out of college. Had no idea what I wanted to do coming out of grad school. I think it wasn't until I was probably like 25 and I had was already working in a lab that I finally realized like what my passion was. I kind of found who I was, and in finding myself, I found out what I wanted to become. So it took me a really, really long time to really settle on who I wanted to be and what I wanted to become. So I usually tell people, like, it's okay if you don't know, you know what I mean? Like, as long as you're working on yourself and working on how to get there, you're okay.
I love that. I think the important takeaway from that is to keep moving forward, whether you have it all figured out or not. Just keep moving forward. And I think it's so funny that you're like, I had no idea what I wanted to do. Meanwhile, weren't you working at Hopkins?
Yes.
Yeah, like who says that? I didn't know what I wanted, but I'm just working at John Hopkins.
Yeah, it was funny. Like, I was just like, yeah, this will be a good opportunity to work at Johns Hopkins. I mean, I could be, surrounded by and influenced by a lot of researchers. And I think that experience there kind of drove me to pursue, the PharmD PhD, which is being around these inspiring people. I just thought it was a job, but it actually propelled me to the next step, So I always tell people, like, don't forget these experiences that you have because they're doing a lot more than what you think they are. They're super important for your like growth and development, not just as a professional, but, as a person too.
I love that. So now as you are going through grad school, as you are clearly traveling because you were in school in Atlanta, then you were in school, then you were working at Johns Hopkins. So and now you're on you, like, what all inspired you to really finally decide that this was the field that you were going to go into, that you were going to study for the dual doctorate? What inspired that specific decision?
It actually was my boss. I had been working in her lab for about 2 years, and she really just kept pushing me. She was like, you are more than capable of becoming your, an independent researcher. Like, it was really her words that motivated me to go back because, for a while, not everybody is motivated to go back to school after you've already completed. You already think you're an adult, you just want to start life. But it honestly, she pushed me. She kept telling me how capable I was. And I actually wrote a paper while I was working for her, which is kind of not unheard of. It's unheard of as a just as a researcher, not someone who is invested in the project. I was just working there. So for me to, publish a paper under her, that kind of motivated and pushed me. And I tell people to really find a circle of motivation. It doesn't have to be people who look like you. It just has to be some people that think like you. My boss was a white female, okay? And she always talked about how qualified I was and how great I was. So for her to be, not to look like me, but to still push me and motivate me was something that, I absolutely knew I had to do. I knew I had to go back because, she doesn't have any ulterior motives for it. So,
right.
Yeah.
I love that. One of the things that I've said before is if you are the smartest person in your circle, then you need to surround yourself with some different people. And I think it's really important for you to be around people who can push you to continue to grow, to bloom and blossom. Because sometimes people see things in you that you don't see in yourself yet. So as you are still figuring out life and you're still moving forward, it's important to be around people who have that foresight because they can inspire you to make a decision that can ultimately change your life, which brings me to my next question. Did you ever plan on being the first or second something?
I don't think you can ever plan for that. I think it was like a goal of mine. I kept telling myself, like, I want to be the first at something. I don't care what it is, but I just wanted to be the first. You know, it could have been the first student to walk through the doors, or for certain, you know what I mean? It could have been something small, could have been something simple, but I just wanted to be the first. That was like a goal of mine. And then to like have been, you know, the first African-American female to matriculate through that program, you know, at that university, that was like over the top. Like, I never in a million years would I have thought that. It's funny because I was actually told that I wouldn't finish, and they were like, you probably won't finish, it's okay, you can quit, most people do. And that kind of like, that was like the heavy hitter there. I was like, oh, I have to finish now, you know, I've got to be the first now, because they told me I can't and I won't. So
wow. So just so we're clear for everybody that's watching, Leslie was the first African-American to graduate from Mercer University with the dual doctorate degree in pharmaceutical science and pharmacy?
Yes.
Yes. So just so we're all on the same page, she's the first African-American to graduate from Mercer University, and then she's only the second female to graduate from that program.
Yes.
That's pretty much a big deal. So I'm excited for you, Leslie. Like, as soon as I saw that email from Fayetteville State, and I don't even know how I got on the state mailing list. I don't remember subscribing, but I'm pretty sure at one homecoming I probably signed my name up there. But when I checked my email, and I was like, hold up, that's my line sister with all these first and seconds up here. Hey. So I immediately posted it on Facebook because I was so excited for you. And although I'm kind of like a far away observer of your process, some people are talking to you. Nat Juice Foster said, wow, that's a blessing. Maurice Morgan said, I see you, Leslie. As I am a bystander, a very distant bystander, I remember in our conversations in our text group how you was like, well, no, I won't be at this homecoming. No, I won't be at that homecoming. No, I can't be at the line meetup or whatever. Everybody like, man, Leslie Cat. No, Leslie is up here getting her thing. Like, she's done being the first and second, right? And I remember we used to say, Leslie, you ain't coming to homecoming. And I see why.
every year.
I'm happy
every year.
I'm happy you miss homecoming.
But you know what, though? It was crazy because, like, outside of those, what I remember the most is outside of those group texts, I would get the side texts from you like, girl, do what you got to do. Like, don't worry about homecoming. It'll be there. Like, you know what I mean? It was like your words that were saying, like, don't worry about that. You know, I'm just messing with you, but I want you to keep pushing, you know? So it was like that. Like I said, I have a very small circle of people that have been motivating me, and you have definitely been one of those people that have been motivating me from the beginning. Like, don't be afraid to be great. You know, you'll miss out on some things, but it'll be well worth it. So,
Sora Tasha Bathay says, hey, number 21, Leslie. All right, so Leslie, before we wrap up, I want to know, what advice do you have to give to other people who are out here chasing their dreams?
I can only give advice from personal experience. So my advice to people is really begin to learn who you are while you're pursuing your dreams, because people won't always understand your dream, and that's okay. They're not supposed to. You know, it's okay to be alone in your journey, and it's okay to have that small subset, you know, because you know what's greater. I always tell people, I'm like, you have to be uncomfortable, because through being that situation of being uncomfortable, you grow. So it's okay if they don't understand. It's okay if they're not supporting you, because they'll be there at the finish line cheering you on, even though they weren't there through your journey. So do what you have to do for yourself. That support will definitely come later, but just know that not everybody's going to understand your dream in the beginning, and that's okay.
I love that. I love that. What's that meme? It says, at first they'll ask you why you're doing it, and then they're going to ask you how you did it. I think that's that meme that goes around. Exactly. Hey, sister. Hey, Lee. Hey, Principal Lise. I really am excited for everybody who was able to join us tonight. And I don't know if you can see the comments on your side or not. Can you see the comments on your side?
You know what? I'm trying to see the comments. I'm also trying to focus on the video. This is the first time I've done like a video live, so.
Well, you did a great job.
Trying to catch up on the comment.
for all the people who were able to join us tonight. And I have been excited to have this live with Leslie because I knew she was going to be dropping some gems. One of the things, and I'm going off the top because I did not take notes through this interview, but one of the things that Leslie said is it's okay if you don't know. Just keep pressing forward, even if you don't know what you want to do. The number two thing is surround yourself with people who can see something in you, who can push you forward, even when you don't know what you want to do, even when you're unclear about what that next step may be. Just keep moving forward. Just keep developing yourself. And somebody around you, if you're surrounding yourself with good people, somebody around you is going to have that foresight to kind of to give you what you need to inspire you to go to that next level. And what else did you give us, Liz? You gave us so much. So many things, so many gems. I'll probably try to share them in the comments if they come back to my head. But those were the top two things that Leslie said that really stuck with me. And I hope that she inspired some people. We're talking about acting fearlessly. And a lot of times we stumble or are procrastinating, or we are halting because we don't know what to do, or we're scared. We're fear of rejection, or failing. But even in Leslie's situation, as she is pursuing this dual doctorate, she has people telling her that she ain't gonna make it, like she's not gonna be successful. It's okay if you quit, like making it like it's almost like it's okay, like just feel good if you quit. It's, girl, you know, other people have done it, right? So even though you're gonna meet people in your journey who are going to hopefully see something in you to push you forward, you might also meet people along your journey who may try to knock you down and make you feel okay with being knocked down. So we kind of past them and keep pressing on. And that's why we're here tonight talking to you guys about acting fearlessly. So even as adults, we're never too old to dream. So y'all keep dreaming. Oh, yeah. You know, keep goals, keep going forward. And Leslie, do you have anything else to share with the people who are watching us?
I don't have anything off the top of my head, but I feel like people have always been there for me. So if anybody needs any like words of encouragement, if they have any questions, I mean, feel free to Facebook me or email me. I feel like I should give back because people have given so much to me. So I'm definitely open to talking or helping anywhere I can.
I love that. So Leslie says she's open. Should you guys need any words of encouragement? She's very clear about what she's open about. Words of encouragement. Don't ask her for no money just because she's a double doctor. She's not giving that away. Okay? Words of encouragement is all we got. Okay. So I also want to highlight. I also want to highlight that Leslie is one of the team members for Pretty Geeky Kids Club. She is one of the people who has given me STEM related advice and guidance. So I just want to highlight her because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be doing this whole thing. So I really appreciate that, Leslie. And again, I appreciate all of you guys for viewing tonight. If you came in, what's up, Karante? If you came in, please say hello. If you're watching on replay, hashtag replay. And as always, if you found value in this video, which I know you did, there's no way you watched this and didn't find value in it. Please like and comment and share so we can share inspiration and these gems with other people, okay? Thank you guys so much. Leslie.
Oh, yeah.
Peace out.
Thanks, Niche.
Bye. Bye. See you later.